Hi HAMS students. We're going to go into our yoga practice for today. We're going to start seated in Sukhasana. Remember, that's easy seat. So give it a little wiggle around till you feel the bones of your body connecting to the earth beneath you. We're going to begin with feeling breath. So again, use your hands to find your rib bones. Feel around till you feel those bones under your hands. And wrap your hands around your rib cage. Maybe take your thumbs around back and wrap your hands around. Or if it feels more comfortable, you could cross your arms and feel your ribs under your hands on either side. So a lot of choices for whatever feels good to you, but you want to feel those rib bones underneath your hands. Sit a little bit taller, reaching the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And we're going to take deep breaths and notice how our body fills with air, trying to push our ribs out into our hands with the inhale, and then as we exhale, feeling those that space gets smaller as the hands come towards each other. So together, let's take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Let's inhale together, fill up. And exhale, release. Very nice. Let your arms rest by your side. And we're going to move with our breath. Inhale, stretch your arms high, look up, touch your palms. Exhale, press your hands down as you reach your arms out. Let's do that again. Big breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, let the air go. Last time like that. Inhale, arms stretch high. And this time as you exhale, let's twist. Take your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you. Sit up tall with your inhale and exhale. Turn and look behind you. Turn back to face forward. Let's take a big inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the second side. Left hand crosses over to right knee. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, turn and look over that back shoulder. Let's turn back to face forward and take a few neck stretches. On your exhale, let your ear drop towards your shoulder and take your hand to rest on top of your head. So you may have noticed the bell ringing, and you may have other sounds in the background where you're practicing yoga. While we're practicing yoga, we're practicing on listening to the sounds inside our body, noticing the sounds in our environment, and just letting those be. Let your ear drop towards the other shoulder. Take your hand on top of your head. Let your breathing be smooth and fluid. And then bring that hand down, lift your head up, and let's make a half circle shape with our chin, tracing a line along our collarbone, taking our head from side to side. Nice job. Let's come back to center and lift your head up. We're going to learn a new yoga pose today called tabletop. Tabletop just means you're going to be on your hands and knees. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what it looks from this direction. So see that your back is neutral. Your hands are right under your shoulders, so they're not way out in front. They're not way close to your knees, but your hands are right under your shoulders and your knees are a straight line down from your hips. I'm going to face this way so that you can see my face. Here we're going to go through what's called cat and cow. On your inhale, you're going to let your belly dip down, look up, draw your shoulders away from your ears. And on your exhale, push into the floor, tuck your tailbone under, and push your back up towards the sky. This is called cat-cow. Inhale, chest up, head back. Exhale, tailbone curls under, back presses up. Let's do that a few more times, moving through your range of motion. So you're kind of waking up the spine, moving with your breath. On the inhale, you arch the back, and on the exhale, you round the back. Let's go for one more round, just like that. Nice job. Let's come back to a neutral position. And take a look over your right shoulder towards your right hip, making a C shape with your body. And come back to center. Look over the opposite shoulder towards your hip, making a C shape on that side. Come back to center to a neutral position. Curl your toes under, walk your hands back towards your knees. Rock your knees up and come all the way up to a standing position. With your feet underneath your hips, you're in a new yoga pose. In yoga, we call this Tadasana. Tadasana means mountain pose. You want to have all your joints stacked, so your shoulders are over your hips, which are over your knees, which are over your ankles. So let's touch each of those parts of our body so that we can notice where they are in space. Touch your shoulders, touch your hips, touch your knees, touch your ankles, and come back up. Touch your knees, touch your hips, touch your shoulders, and bring your arms down. Tadasana. So you can think about a magician. Tadasana. Very good. So let's lift our toes, press our toes back down onto the ground. Lift our heels, rock forward like you're standing in high heel shoes. Bring your heels back down to the ground. Roll up, rock to the outside of your feet. Rock to the inside of your feet, knees knocking together. Press down into your feet and stand tall. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. A little bend in your knees, and let's fold forward, coming into ragdoll pose, holding opposite elbows. Give a little sway side to side, maybe give your head a shake. And then bring your hands back to your hips, press your feet down, tuck your chin to your chest, and roll back up into Tadasana pose. Arms are down by your side. Inhale your arms up, and this time when your arms come up, catch your right wrist with your left index and thumb, almost like you're making a bracelet around that wrist. Give a little tug, pulling that right wrist over to the left so that you get a big stretch on the right side of your body. Inhale here. Exhale where you are. Inhale back up to standing. Exhale, let go of that wrist and bring it right back down. Inhale, both arms up, and then catch your left wrist, wrapping that index and thumb of the right hand around the wrist. And let's give a tug, pulling that left hand over to the right side. Kick your hip out. Feel the stretch along the side body through your armpit all the way into your fingertips. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, back up to standing. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Before we finish up, let's go through 3 rounds of breath of joy. Inhale. Exhale. Again. And stay down. Hold your elbows in ragdoll. Shake it side to side. Let your body be loose. Maybe release your elbows. Let your hands shake. Bend your knees. Bring your hips down. Lift your heart. Pause here in a squat position. And then bring your bottom all the way to the ground. Cross your ankles and find Sukhasana.